Hello, my dear English learners. Welcome back to Learn with Juicy, where learning English feels easy, friendly, and part of everyday life. Today, I will tell you a story about the first time I prepared a romantic dinner for someone very special. My name is Lily. I live in a small but cozy apartment in a quiet neighborhood by the lake. My boyfriend Ethan had been very busy with work lately. He felt stressed and tired every day, so I wanted to surprise him with a beautiful dinner at home. Peaceful, warm, and full of love. In this video, you will learn new English vocabulary, listen to natural English conversations, practice speaking through shadowing. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow along. Just relax, enjoy the story, and feel free to repeat after me anytime. Ready? Let's begin. It was early Saturday morning. The sun was shining softly through my bedroom window. Birds were singing outside. I stretched my arms and smiled. Today was the day. I decided on my menu. This time I wanted something special, but simple enough for me to make. Starter: creamy pumpkin and ginger soup main course, pan-seared salmon with lemon butter, roasted vegetables, herbed rice dessert, vanilla panna cotta with berry sauce. Drink: sparkling apple cider. I wrote everything down in my small blue notebook. Then I got dressed, tied my hair in a loose bun, grabbed my bag, and headed to the market. The local market was always lively on weekends. Children holding balloons, grandparents drinking tea, and couples picking flowers. The place felt warm and cheerful. I walked toward the vegetable shop. A young seller wearing a green apron smiled at me.
Good morning. Looking for anything special today?
Yes, I'm preparing dinner tonight. Could you help me find fresh pumpkin and ginger?
Of course. The pumpkins just arrived this morning. The ginger is right beside them. Are you making soup?
Yes, my first time actually.
Don't worry, it's easy and delicious. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I picked a small pumpkin, bright orange and smooth. I held a piece of ginger close to my nose. It smelled sharp and fresh. From there, I walked to the seafood counter. A cheerful man with a big mustache greeted me.
Hello, young lady. What can I get for you?
Hi, I'd like fresh salmon, enough for 2 people.
Ah, a dinner for someone special?
Maybe.
I know just the one. Caught this morning. Very fresh. You'll love it.
He wrapped the salmon carefully and handed it to me with a friendly grin.
A little lemon and butter. That's all you need.
Thank you. I'll try my best.
Next, I visited the dairy section to get cream and vanilla for the panna cotta. An older lady was standing nearby, reading labels on yogurt cups.
Excuse me, do you know where the vanilla extract is?
Oh, yes, dear. It's on the top shelf. Hard to reach. Here, let me help.
She stretched her arm and handed me a small bottle of vanilla.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Enjoy your cooking, dear.
My basket was getting full. Pumpkin, ginger, salmon, lemon, cream, vanilla, carrots, zucchini, mushrooms, rice, and butter. Before leaving, I passed a flower stall. The flowers were colorful and bright. I bought a small bouquet of pale pink carnations, simple, gentle, romantic. Finally, I paid for everything and stepped outside. The weather felt nice and cool. The air smelled a little like rain, even though the sky was clear. I walked back home feeling excited, a little nervous too. I had never made a full romantic dinner before. What if things didn't turn out well? What if the salmon was too dry? What if the panna cotta didn't set? I shook my head, took a deep breath, and told myself, it's okay. Just do your best. He will feel the love. That is what matters. With that thought, I returned home, placed all the groceries on the kitchen table, and began preparing for the evening. When I arrived home, I placed all the grocery bags on the counter. My kitchen was small, but it always felt warm and cozy, a place where I could relax. First, I washed my hands and turned on some soft music. A gentle acoustic guitar melody filled the room. I took a deep breath. Okay, Lily, I said to myself. You can do this. I started with the pumpkin and ginger soup, my appetizer for tonight. I cut the pumpkin into small cubes, peeled the ginger, and sliced an onion. As I sautéed the onion and ginger in a pot, the air filled with a warm and spicy smell. It felt comforting. The kind of smell that makes you think of home. I added the pumpkin, poured in vegetable broth, and let everything cook slowly. While waiting, I prepared the main dish, pan-seared salmon with lemon butter sauce. The salmon fillets were pink and fresh. I seasoned them lightly with salt, black pepper, and a little olive oil. As I heated the pan, I thought of Ethan. He loved seafood, especially salmon. I smiled. Soon the pan was hot. The moment the salmon touched the surface, it made a sharp sizzling sound. A delicious aroma spread through the kitchen. I gently pressed the salmon down so it would cook evenly. While the fish cooked, I chopped zucchini, carrots, and bell peppers. I tossed the vegetables in olive oil and herbs and placed them in the oven to roast. Next was the herbed rice. I rinsed the grains carefully and cooked them with garlic, bay leaf, and fresh parsley. Just then, my phone rang. It was my best friend, Grace.
Hey, Lily. What are you doing today?
I'm cooking dinner for Ethan tonight.
Ooh, romantic. What's on the menu?
Pumpkin ginger soup, salmon, roasted veggies, and panna cotta.
Wow, that sounds fancy. Need help?
I think I'm okay. I'm nervous, though.
Don't worry. Just have fun. He will love it. Call me later and tell me everything.
I will. Thanks, Grace.
I hung up, feeling more confident. I checked the soup. The pumpkin was soft. I blended everything until smooth and added a little cream. The soup became rich, silky, and beautifully orange. I tasted it. Warm, gentle, and slightly spicy from the ginger. Next, I flipped the salmon. The skin was crispy and the color had turned golden. I added a small piece of butter and squeezed fresh lemon juice over it. The smell made my mouth water. The herbed rice finished cooking and the roasted vegetables were soft, colorful, and lightly browned. While things cooled, I started on dessert, vanilla panna cotta. In a pot, I warmed cream, sugar, and a touch of vanilla. I stirred slowly. I mixed in gelatin, then poured the creamy mixture into small glass cups. They needed to chill in the fridge for a couple of hours, so I placed them carefully and closed the door gently. After cleaning the counter, I made a fresh berry sauce, blueberries, raspberries, and a little honey. I cooked them on low heat until they became soft and shiny. I looked at the clock. It was already 4 p.m. I wiped my forehead. Cooking was fun, but it was also hard work. Still, I felt happy. Everything was going well. Just then, oops, I realized something important. I forgot drinks. I searched the kitchen. Fortunately, I had a bottle of sparkling apple cider in the fridge. Perfect. I smiled. No need to panic. I checked each dish carefully. Soup, ready salmon, ready to reheat roasted veggies, warm rice, fluffy panna cotta, chilling. So far, everything looked good. I washed the dishes, wiped the counters, and made the kitchen tidy again. The cooking was done. Now it was time to make the home look beautiful. After a short break, I started decorating the dining area. My dining table was simple. A small wooden table beside a window that looked out to the lake. First, I spread a soft cream-colored tablecloth over the surface. Then I placed 2 white plates, 2 silver forks, 2 knives, and 2 glasses by each seat. I folded the napkins neatly and tied them with thin brown ribbons. They looked rustic and lovely. I placed the pink carnations I bought earlier in a small glass vase right in the center of the table. Their soft scent made me smile. To create a warm mood, I added 2 small candles, one on each side of the flowers. When lit, they would glow softly, giving the room a romantic atmosphere. Next, I checked the lighting. I didn't want it too bright, so I dimmed the main light and turned on a small lamp beside the bookshelf. The room looked calm, cozy, and peaceful. I walked to the kitchen and poured cider into the glasses. Tiny bubbles sparkled inside. I prepared a small plate with crackers and smoked cheese as a tiny welcome snack. Then I set the soup on the stove to warm slightly later and placed the main dishes in the oven on low heat to keep them warm. I glanced around. The decorations were simple but meaningful. I stepped back and looked again. The room felt romantic and comfortable. Just as I finished, I noticed the sky turning pink and orange outside the window. The sun was setting, painting the lake with soft light. I took a moment to enjoy the view. My heart felt warm. I headed to my bedroom to get dressed. I chose a soft beige dress with tiny flowers printed on it. It wasn't fancy, but it felt comfortable and lovely. I tied my hair loosely and put on a little perfume. As I stood in front of the mirror, I felt nervous again. Was everything okay? Would Ethan like the food? Would the panna cotta set properly? I took a deep breath. It's the thought that matters, I whispered. I walked back to the kitchen and lit the candles. The flames danced gently like tiny stars. Just then, the doorbell rang. My heart jumped, but in a happy way. He was here. I smiled and walked toward the door. I opened the door slowly. Ethan stood there with a gentle smile. He wore a light blue shirt, dark jeans, and held a small bouquet of white daisies.
Hi, Lily. I brought these for you.
Thank you. They're lovely. Come in.
He stepped inside, looking around quietly.
Wow. Your home looks beautiful.
Really? I'm glad you think so.
And it smells amazing. What are you cooking?
You'll see. Come have a seat.
He sat at the table, his eyes warm and curious. I placed the small welcome plate of crackers and smoked cheese between us. He picked up a cracker, took a bite, and nodded. I smiled and stood up. I warmed the soup gently and poured it into 2 bowls. I placed them on the table with a soft smile. He lifted his spoon, blew softly, and tasted it.
Wow. It's warm, smooth, and a little spicy. I love it.
My heart fluttered. We ate slowly, enjoying the soft music and warm candlelight. After finishing the soup, I collected the bowls and returned with the main dish: pan-seared salmon, herbed rice, and roasted vegetables. The salmon glistened under the soft light. Ethan's eyes widened. He cut a small piece and tasted it.
Oh my. The lemon butter sauce is incredible. How did you make it?
Just butter, lemon juice, garlic, and a little love.
He laughed. We continued eating, sharing stories from our day. He told me about a small incident at work.
Today, a dog came into the office. Nobody knew where it came from. It just walked around and sat beside the printer.
I laughed.
Did anyone take it home?
Yes, our manager. He said it was destiny.
We laughed again. The candlelight flickered gently. Outside, the sky was now a deep blue. We finished eating, and I cleared the plates.
Let me help.
No, you're the guest. Just relax.
Then I'll just stay here and admire the view.
I returned from the kitchen with 2 small glasses of panna cotta topped with fresh berry sauce. He took a spoonful and his eyes widened. When we finished dessert, we sat quietly for a moment, just enjoying the peaceful atmosphere. After a short pause, I gathered my courage.
Would you like to take a walk by the lake?
I'd love to.
We put on our shoes and stepped outside. The cool night air kissed my skin. The moon hung low, reflecting on the water. We walked slowly, side by side. We talked about our favorite childhood memories, places we wanted to travel, and foods we wanted to try someday. The night felt magical. When we reached the small bridge near the water's edge, we stopped. The gentle ripples reflected the moonlight. We shared a quiet moment, not needing many words. Then we walked back to my home. At the door, he paused.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Please do.
Good night, Lily.
Good night.
He walked away slowly, and I watched until he disappeared around the corner. I stepped inside, closed the door, and leaned against it with a gentle smile. It had been a wonderful night. Thank you for spending time with me today. You listened carefully, learned new vocabulary, and practiced speaking through shadowing. In this lesson, we followed Lilius. She spent the day shopping, cooking, and enjoying dinner with Ethan. We learned how to describe food, how to speak politely, and how to talk about daily events in English. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe for more slow English listening practice. You can listen again to improve your confidence and pronunciation. I had a wonderful time studying with you. Take care, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson. Bye for now.